Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm in Lord of the Rings Online. I'm on my level 56 Minstrel, and I'm here in the Chamber of Leadership, which is just off to the side of the 21st Hall. And today we're going to pick back up with the main storyline and figure out what we're going to do with the Mithril Axe, the legendary Mithril Axe. We're still trying to find it, and these guys are after it, so let's see what happens.
I can hardly believe that we are here.
So this
is a joyous day for the Dwarves.
Book 3, Chapter 1, an Overzealous Explorer. The time of the Dwarves is truly at hand. How ludicrous we were to fear that some curse might lie upon Moria after all these years. Had we returned before now, Moria might be thriving already. What's done is done. We are here now, and many of the dwarves of our expedition have ventured forth into deep tunnels seeking great riches that must surely lie untouched within the caves of Moria. If you come across Roker or Uhtred during their explorations of Zalem-Melek, be sure to lend them any assistance that they may require. They set out through the southern passage from the 21st Hall, but where they went there, I do not know. So we're going to find these two and see where they are. So let's head outside and see if we can get our location. Okay, so we pull up and we can see that there's one over here to the south, one over here to the east. Let's I'm trying to remember what these actually were. I do start to remember what we do next. So let's just go to this one down here, if we can, and if I can get my goat steered in the right direction. Not for sure there's an entrance here. Dadgummit, that's what I thought. I have to go up here. There's only like one entrance to this side of things, to this area right here. It gets to be a little bit of a maze in there, I think. Ah, yes, right here. South Arch. Okay. Long hallways to either side. And straight in front of us, I think actually I'm going to go down this way, like I intended to originally. Oh, I thought that was like a dead dwarf or something. And, yeah, he must be below there. So that's no good. Let me run back in this hall. Okay, so I just finally went all the way down the hallway, and then here's Zalem-Melek. Yeah, it looks like there's something there I don't want to mess with. Don't remember. Looks like maybe we're closer to this guy now. You have discovered the great halls of Durin. Okay. I might have to close my blinds here where I can see better in this area. Got a lot of light shining in my face, and it's like hard to tell. Where is this guy at? Oh, I'm gonna try my names. Oh, there he is. Finally. Rucker.
Durin's
That's right, sir.
defy Durin's bay.
Okay. It's okay, Roker. I got this shit. You stand there and look stately, and I'll take care of the orc.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
Hail, Hobbit. I have been exploring the lost halls of my father. It is a remarkable experience. The great history of this place fills me with wonder at every turn. Roker's eyes narrow, and he stares piercingly into the shadows. Did you hear that? There's something there. Prepare yourself for battle. Royal, it's an Uruk. This is the first Uruks we've seen? Very well could be. Uruk Scout. He bore the mark of the White Hand. Tell Lord Broger of this at once. Okay, so we're going to go back to the Hall of Chambers and tell him about the Uruks. Okay, back in the Hall of Leadership. Broger.
The sign of the White Hand, you say?
Yeah, he owes you his life. He has always been headstrong and impatient, impertinent. But I cannot blame him here. Desire to claim the riches of Khazad-dûm has blinded many dwarves to the minding of their own safety. Still, he is fortunate that you came along when you did. Uruks are fierce and not to be underestimated. Tell me more of this Uruk Scout. There's something about your story that gives me pause.
We must do something about the White Hand within Moria.
Chapter 2. Long Way from Home. Are you certain that the Uruk you fought bore the mark of the White Hand? That is very unusual. What compelled these creatures to enter Moria? They certainly did not come the way that we did. That means they must have gone around the mountains and come in from the east. But for what purpose? Some suspicious plot is afoot, and I do not like it. It is no matter. Any Uruk is a threat to us. Those of the White Hand no less than any other. Search out the orcs and of any allegiance throughout Zalem-Melek and Red Horde loads and defeat them whenever possible. The only orc I like is a dead one. Hear, hear. So we're going to go back, I think, to Zalem-Melek and kill the orcs there. Okay, so we're back. Let's see our first green skin orc here. Getting lots of legendary weapon experience here. So the question is how many orcs are actually going to be here? Yeah. This is very vertical. A lot of spots. I think I'll be using my millstone skills to get back to 21st Hall whenever I do this, though, because that's just kind of a pain to run there and back all the time. I'm going to go down in here and just see what's going on. Looks like there's a whole bunch of orcs over here or something. Oh, it's because they're stirring them up. It's one way. Wouldn't let me do it. Oh, those are bats. I don't want the bats. I want the orcs. That's a goblin. That does me no good. Ah. I didn't mean to get the orc, but now I have him. Goblin again. That's not good. Dang it. It's going to be hard to find orcs and wargs. Oh, look. There's a goat to the 21st Hall right here, too. Here by these big horns. That's impressive. But impressive does not do me any good when I'm looking for orcs. So here at the end of Zalem-Melek, I found this area. Gatzu Row. And it looks Looks like these orcs will count toward our count, which is good. Look at our kind of like that. Yeah, it's gonna be easy. Red Horn Loads. I guess that's actually where I'm at. These guys are a little smarter than normal orcs. Is he completely healed? What the heck? Wow. He was actually a struggle. Running through them now, 3 at a time. Oh, got 2. And just like that, we are done. Very nice. All right, so I'm going to go back to the 21st hall via my millstone. Okay, Brugger.
You've done well.
Thank again for your service. I don't like that there are so many orcs in Moria, but I am particularly troubled by the presence of those of the White Hand. Either they followed us somehow, or they were here first. Neither of these possibilities bodes well for my folk. Looks like we might have a ring. Yeah, a nice ring. Orc Hunter's ring.
Dwarves, unearth the buried chamber of records.
Chapter 3. Inside the chamber of Mazarbul. The White Hand will have to wait, because War has sent me word that he wants your help. You remember War, don't you? He supervised the opening of the Hull and Great Gate, and has a very high opinion of you, as do we all, of course. His team of workers have been excavating the chamber of Mazarbul, the chamber of records, located just north of the 21st Hall and on the right. Walk there and speak with War about the task he has for you. We will discuss the White Hand problem upon your return. Okay, so we're switching gears, and we're going to talk to War. Let's see where he's at. So on the north side, yeah, over there. So jump on my goat. Okay, it looks like the North Arch. We've never been here. Discovered the chamber of Mazarbul. And there he is. This place looks... Oh, is this the chamber? I guess we're going to find out. It's interesting. Let's see.
Something collapsed the roof of this chamber. I know not what.
There you are. I have some work for you, if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. This place was called the Chamber of Mazarbul because it once stored important records of its day. At some point during the long years that Moria stood empty, the ceiling seems to have collapsed. As you can see, the whole room has been filled with rubble and debris. We're trying to search through the debris for anything of interest we can find. Help my dwarves with this task and bring me anything noteworthy. Okay. So we're going to look through dirt and rubble. Nothing of interest. Damaged book. Is that what he wanted? Bring the book. Really? Bring it back to Broger? Arrgh. Okay, Broger. We have a book.
I cannot bear to read this book.
Broger takes the book from you and flips gingerly through some of its brittle pages. His breath catches as comprehension appears to dawn on him. This is the book of Mazarbul, and it seems to contain a record of Balin's settlement. It is a grim reading. If you would be so good as to bring it to my cousin, Bazi, he will want to see it. He has always had more of a stomach than I for records such as this. I do not want to read of their horrific end, and it is enough for me to know that they are dead. Bazi is still at the Chamber of the Crossroads in Durin's Way, north of the Great Delving. Okay, do I still have that one? Dolven View. Rotting Cellar. Dadgummit. Yeah, so I'm about to go out here and catch a pony there. Okay, so back at the Chamber of Crossroads, and here we are with Bazi.
This looks to be grim reading.
What have you
But
brought
I
me,
will
my
do
friend?
so from the beginning.
Bazi leaves through the book, and look of deep sadness settles upon the features as he comes to understand what the brittle pages are saying. This is a record of Balin's expedition and tells of their unhappy end. At least we know now what befell our kin in Moria. Black pit indeed. Or so it seems in my grief. I will read it from the beginning, but in the meantime, I would have you help with another matter so that I may devote my attention to this. Boy, everybody's distracted.
The dwarves of my expedition are getting restless.
Chapter 4. A Grudge Against Goblins. One of my dwarves, a miner by the name of Swenia, has taken it upon himself to attack goblins of the Silvertide Lodes. He has strength of limb to match his headstrong nature, but there are too many goblins in this place for even him to conquer alone. Wait, do not leave for Gamelfelik just yet, for that is not where my dwarf has gone. Swenia believes the goblins have a home in the waterworks, and I have heard him vow to follow the mining tracks that run through the Silvertide Lodes down the flooded depths themselves. Look for the southernmost tracks on your map, and you will find Swenia searching there for goblins. I will continue to read from the book of Mazarbul, Dzing, but you must journey to the southernmost reaches of the Silvertide Lodes to dissuade Swenia from his foolhardy mission. I do not doubt that he will slay many goblins, but he will not know when to retreat. You must find him and rescue him from his own folly. Okay, so let's see exactly where he is at. Let's see. Silvertide Lodes. Looks like he's at the very end of the Silvertide Lodes. And actually, if I do... I don't know which is easier. Silvertide Lodes? Yeah, probably. To go to the Descent and then the Silvertide Lodes.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from
So,
our
there's
kingdom.
going to be a lot of traveling. So I'll be right back when I get there. Okay, so I finally made it down here. It wasn't actually that far of a run. And we've passed by this guy before when we were heading to the waterworks. So this will be interesting to see what's actually going on.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Bazi wants me to return to the Chamber of Crossroads? I cannot do that now. There are goblins next to Hugh. Come, fight by my side. Let us fight together, friend. Thank you, my friend. Return to Lord Bazi and tell him that these goblins have long memories. That's it. All right. So, and of course I'm on cooldown. Dadgummit. All right. So I'm running back to the Chamber of Crossroads. Okay. So we're back in the chamber, and here's Bazzi. So let's see what he says.
Thank you for saving Swaina from the goblins and from himself.
You have found Swaina, and I'm glad, for he is strong arm and valiant. We will have need of him for many days to come. I hope he does not get himself into trouble before then. I've read more of the book of Mazarbul.
I am worried.
Chapter 5.
In the book of Mazarbul might
Words of
happen
caution.
again.
It is worse than I expected. Balin's final lot was grim. I have not yet read all, but there is much here we should take as a warning. They were greatly outnumbered, but it seemed not to know this until it was too late. Return to the Chamber of Leadership off the 21st Hall in Zalem-Melek and tell my cousin Broger to be more cautious. I'm worried that if we do not take lessons from Balin's expedition, we may be doomed to his fate. Perhaps I am overacting. Indeed, I hope that it is the case. Regardless, I bring my warning to Broger as quickly as you can. Very well. We'll do that and teleport back to the 21st Hall. Okay, so let's warn him.
Bossy is worried for nothing. This time will be different.
Always different. My cousin has always worried too much. Balin came to a bad end, yes, but this time it'll be different. Look at all of the victories we have already had, and in such a short time. We will be fine, Dizzarian. Do not heed Bazzi's groundless worrying. He will always does this. Moria has cost us so much already. Surely the worst is behind us. Oh,
My nephew has come up with a daring plan. You should ask him about it.
Chapter 6. Honoring enough for both. My nephew Bree has come up with a daring plan. He's conceived of divisionary strike against a certain hall in the deeps to draw the orcs of the White Hand from their camp. This way, a second group could enter the camp and defeat its leader. It will be dangerous for both our groups, but it is a good plan. Imagine it. With one axe blow, we will cut off the head of the White Hand presence of Moria. Bazzi's fears will assuage in the face of such a victory. Will you help my nephew Bree with his preparations for the strike? He grieves still for Broin and feels that he must earn honor doubtfully for him and for my slain son. If this strike is successful, he will have done so. Okay, so we're going to accept that. And we're going to start preparations for whatever this massive thing is. So we've got different ones here. We've got, different ones. Arms of the Sharpest Bite, Dwarves of the Greatest Courage, and Planning the Wisest Attack. Let's do Planning the Wisest Attack.
I need to know the lay of Stosnak if my plan is to succeed.
One team of dwarves will lead a diversionary strike on an outpost on the eastern road in order to draw the main body of the White Hand orcs out of their camp, Stosnak. At that time, a second group will stealthily enter Stosnak and defeat the White Hand leader. I need information about these locations, Dizzarian. Examine the strength of the force along the eastern road and become familiar with the layout of Stosnak. I want you to collect barrels of black powder from within this place and return them to me. We must deprive them of the dangerous weapons wherever we can. Investigate these locations and return to me with any information you discover. My father is always telling me that information is among dwarfs' mightiest weapons. How we wield this information you bring back will determine success of my plan. All right, so we are going to do several of these. Okay. Arms of the Sharpest
weapons
Bite.
and armor that can be repaired or melted down.
Even if my plan goes smoothly, both groups of dwarves will be in danger. Orcs of the White Hand are deadly, and they're sure to be fighting. We're low on equipment, though, and certainly lack the armor and weapons my two teams will require. If you find dented armor, broken blades, and cracked shields on the orcs throughout Zalem-Melek, the Redhorn Loans, and within their camps, this equipment might be repaired. If there are too damaged, we could melt them down to use them to make new weapons and armors. In either case, it will be able to equip the teams with weapons and armor victory will require. And finally,
my plan requires as many courageous dwarves as will volunteer.
I will need the help of the bravest dwarves of the company if my plan is to succeed. One group will make a feint against the guarded junction on the eastern road, and I will lead another against Sagnath and the encampment at the White Hand. Speak with the dwarves in the 21st Hall and recruit as many of them as you can for my mission. Bring to their minds visions of honor and valor, for those will be both in great supply. Once the White Hand is driven from Moria, we will have peace beneath the mountain. Alright, so let's go out here to the 21st Hall and start recruiting. And see what happens. Okay, so we got our first person here, Sigthorn. Let's see what he says. I already have tasks to do. I'm sorry that I cannot help Bori in his mission, but I respect him for the undertaking. Fine. What about Skytney?
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
What is this plan of Bori's? A diversionary strike? I'm old-fashioned and I do not appreciate such tactics. Enemies should be challenged head-on. Even if this were more to my liking, I have too many tasks on my plate and not enough time in which to complete them all. It is a shame that I cannot fight alongside the young masters. He doesn't like that either. None of them like it so far. Let's go in here and see if we can find some more. I thought I saw somebody over there, but perhaps not.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Do not question my valor, minstrel, but I will not follow young Bori to my death. Lord Brooker has already lost his son to this endeavor. Unless someone wiser than Bori leads this assault on Sagnoth, I fear the Lord Bazi will lose his as well. Wow. The dwarves are not down with this guy at all. That's not good.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
I have a great deal of respect for Bori, of course, but I have enough work to do without casting stones at the nearest hornets. This place is ill-conceived. This plan is ill-conceived, and unless Lords Bazi and Broger order it themselves, I will have no part of it. Wow. They just do not like this thing. None of them want anything to do with it. Let's see what this guy out here has to say. It's dealing.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
I will gladly volunteer for young Bori's mission. The sooner the White Hand is cast from Moria, the safer we will all be. Let none call Stilnig a coward. Well, that's one. One of only a few. Yeah, we missed one over here by the entrance, it looks like. Yeah, way over here. Willie. What do you say, Willie?
With his errand.
I will follow my Lord Bazi's son into battle, and gladly. The White Hand's time in Moria will soon be at an end. Alright, so we got 2 of 6. That doesn't really bode well, I don't think. So, we need to go, deeper to the Red Tide Loads. I'm looking. Is that this stuff over here? So maybe I need to head out there and go this way. I don't know. That seems like a bad idea too. Let me turn in first. Let them know about the dwarves and see what they say.
Those are all the dwarves who volunteered?
Yeah, wonderful.
Matter,
Have you found brave dwarves to execute my plan? Bori listens, you tell of Stilling and Willie, the volunteers you recruited. He waits expectantly for more, and then his face falls. That's all? Only 2 dwarves? How can this be? That is barely enough for one group. Well, I'm sure you did your best. I will manage somehow. He's cocky. Okay, so I'm looking at the map here. It does look like I need to find out this. I need to get to this orc walk, which needs. I need to get through Zalem-Melek and get down to the Red Horn Loads, which is going to be difficult. It's rather maze-like inside of Zalem-Melek. We're going to have to. Yeah, it's going to be a long run. So, actually, I'm not going to show all of that. It's just not going to be that interesting. And so, I'm just going to kind of run through, and whenever I get to that new horse, I'll let you know. Oh, Here inside of Zalem-Melek, actually, here's a cracked shield. So these are scattered about everywhere as we run through, which is going to be handy. Just hopefully I find enough as I'm running through to actually not have to go hunting for them. But I'm still going to head my way here, so I'm going to head down and in my way to the Red Tide Loads. Okay, so I finally made it. Finally. That was a terrible run.
The House of Durin will live forever!
Live blah blah. I think I do want to tag this millstone. Because, yeah, I don't have to run back and forth. Especially once I actually kill things I need here. Getting closer. Got to get down in there to be able to get to the black powder that we need. Expected some quests to be given here, but I don't know. The quest in this area, this part of the game, like during this little section, like there's a lot of pop-up quests that come whenever you're running down here, which are annoying. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it does when you like out on a quest, maybe doing things, but just doing this, like, and then, oh yeah, there's some quest here. Like, it didn't, yeah, not good. Alright, so we're collecting the black powder, which looks like there's several of them here. So that's good. At least these aren't hard to find yet. It doesn't look like there's a lot of stuff down in here. I know there is, but... see, there's all sorts of white hands. Level 56, so that's good. We're on level at least here. Some kind of paper there. Oh, those guys give me cracked shields too, which I need for the arms. So that's kind of... Actually, let's do... Oh, okay. So just killing these guys will also do this other quest. So I just need to find black powder, kill these guys to get the equipment that we need. That's better than trying to run Zalem-Melek and find them, for sure. For sure. Yeah, if I can find... Oh, there's another one right there. Okay, these guys are all over the place. I wonder if certain types drop certain things. Like that was a... I don't know what that guy was. I think he was a sentry like this guy. And he dropped armor. So let's see if this guy drops the same thing. He didn't drop anything, so that disproves that. I probably shouldn't grind on these guys yet. I need to find the barrels before I start grinding on these guys. Otherwise, I could be grinding on more than I need to. So I need to be looking for barrels and not worry about that yet. looks like there's maybe one over there and a few more over here. So they are very, there's not just all over. It looks like they're very specific on where they are. There's one over there. Is he still gonna hit me? Yep. It's alright, I can hit you from a distance too, buddy. See that? You like that? Getting closer on these. I need 3 more barrels. Looks like there's one over there. 2 over there. That's good. Sorry if I've had to pause a couple of times to keep from sneezing on you guys. Still recovering from a cold. It hit me hard last week. At least my voice is back. Earlier episode, it was not. This guy's hit hard. Bloom. See, I think like this here starts a quest. Yeah, starts the quest. Just no doubt about that. I know. Oh, maybe there wasn't. Oh, okay, there's one. I was going to say, I thought there was another powder somewhere in here. Okay, so I only need 1 more of these. He ugly. Look at that skinny guy. There's one right there. Singing the song of his people. So now I can grind on these guys. Getting close, actually. I'm gonna kill this singer here. That cracks me up. He's one happy fella. I'm gonna wreck his day. I know, I'm sorry, man. Not cool. Okay, now just need 3 more blades and we will be done. think I want warriors. They seem to drop blades more. Don't know if that's true, but it seems like a warrior would have a blade instead of an archer. There we are. Alright, so I think... Yeah, I need to bring these back to Bree, but what is this? There's something. It's saying, find the guarded junction on the eastern road. The guarded junction on the eastern road is normally in the white hand cam is located among the red hood loads. Warriors ask you to investigate the guarded junction along the eastern road and to collect barrels of... Okay, so I need to find this junction along the eastern road. Oh no, what have I done? This is planning. Oh. So I need to go back up to the 21st hall and go out here. Or I could go up that direction. I think. We'll try to go up this direction. I don't know if that's going to work or not. We'll see. I'm going to get just swarmed as I go through here, though. It's just I don't want to go through Zalem-Melek either. Like, it's just too hard to find all of this crap. Alright, so I'll run through here, and when I find something interesting, I'll let you know. Okay, so do not go this way. This way was terrible and hard to get through, and I'm just now getting closer to it. I'm here in the second hall, and it's still terrible and hard to get through. There's just mobs everywhere. And I'm just getting swarmed everywhere I go. I'm still not even for sure I can actually get there. I'm getting closer. But man, this is bad. It's yeah, not good. I would go the other way. Okay, so yeah, I'm off my course again because this place is terrible. And okay, so that must have been this little crossroads right here. Must have been where it. Oh, get off me! God, really? Everything is terrible. Oh my god. So, once again, get to this little crossroad, the deep crossroads. That's where he wanted us to be. So I am going back to the 21st hall and turn all this into Bree. Okay. Let's see what he has to say about all of this junk.
Very little of these weapons and armor are salvageable, but they will have to do.
These will do nicely, just the sort of thing I need in order to equip 2 teams we are assembling. Some of these pieces can be prepared, and the rest will be melted down and make new equipment. You have done very well.
I understand the lay of Stosnock slightly better now.
The information you have brought will be of great value, and we carry out my plan. Thank you.
I need your help, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me with preparations. I am almost ready, but nay, it's nothing. I am ready. Let's see. No club. I think we're going to take these shoulders. They don't have much on them. Well, yeah, I guess they do. Finish though.
It is time now to set my plan into motion.
All right, let me check something here. I'm going to go ahead and equip those for one thing. And I need to check something. Okay, I was checking to see what was left here in book 3. It looks like it's a solo session next, a solo instance, then a quest and a session play, which is kind of like another solo instance. So I'm going to cover those in the next episode. We'll break up book 3 into 2 parts here. So I hope you'll join me in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave any comments you may have. If you want to help me figure out where I need to go after book 3, please let me know. I'm going to be kind of struggling through the next parts of this. Also, if you haven't yet, you really should be subscribed. You can get notification if you hit the notification bell when you do subscribe. I'm trying to put out videos quite often, so you want to make sure you're subscribed so you can get notification when I do put out new videos. So, till next time.